Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, but I'm back and I've got a mini haul for you today. 3 brand new bottles of perfume, 2 I'm going to unbox and sniff kind of for the first time. I may have sniffed them before, but I don't recall. And then 1 that is actually my scent of the evening. So let's start with that. And it is Soleil Neige from Tom Ford Private Blend. I bought this from eBay, but it was a recommended seller by a fellow fragrance lover. So thank you, Nick, for the recommendation. I got this for about £90 for the 50ml, and I'm happy with that. I really, really like it. I did review this one way back when, and I had a decant of it. And I was umming and ahhing about whether I wanted to buy it, and I decided that it was too expensive. At full retail, I wouldn't have paid for this. However, I do really, really enjoy it. What sparked me buying it is actually I got to re-sniff it at the airport at Gatwick just last week when I was on my way to Tenerife. And I saw this because I hadn't seen it for ages and I wanted to retry it. And I saw it and I was like, oh yes. So I sprayed a little bit. And then I walked away and then I was like, oh, I really like this. And I went back and I completely sprayed, even though I was already wearing a perfume, completely sprayed myself and this jumper and really, really loved it. And I thought, no, I have to get this, but I still wasn't going to pay full retail. And so I asked on one of the Facebook groups, and the lovely Nick recommended this eBay seller that had it. And I'm really happy. I'm absolutely certain it's legit. It smells amazing. Really happy with it. And what is it? I'm going to spray some more. So it's Soleil Nage. So it means sun, snow, I think, or sun on snow or something like that. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a summer perfume or a winter perfume, but to me it's a year-round thing. It is a very musky, white floral, slightly gourmand, actually a bit more than slightly gourmand perfume. Off the top of my head, what are the notes here? I can't remember. When you first spray it, it smells to me like a little bit like orange and orange blossom, more orange than orange blossom, but almost like it's been made into a syrup. And then there's almost a hint of an aniseed like note to it, which I don't think is a listed note, but I do get something like star anise, something a little bit aniseedic. And then you have some florals. I think it's probably orange blossom, but it does smell a bit like tuberose, but a little bit like tuberose, not too much. And it might have some jasmine or something like that. So it's a white floral type bouquet, but then it's got this lovely thick cashmere sweater of musk. Like it's got ambre in it. It's got probably other musk. I think it's got iris. It's got like this powdery, musky blanket, and you could even say maybe it's like a blanket of snow, but it's really cozy and it's got a touch of sweetness. I think there's some vanilla, maybe there's some sandalwood or something like that, I'm not sure, but I love it, absolutely love it. And I had this jumper with me in Tenerife, and of course it's smelling of Soleil Nage, and I just kept picking it up and smelling it, and I just knew that I had to have it. So this arrived today and I'm so pleased to have it. And then I've got 2 unboxings for you. I bought these in the sale, again because of a Facebook group. Someone said that they were selling these Perris Montecarlos really cheap at Phoenix. So I thought, well, and they were so cheap, they were £39 for 100 mils of each. So £39 each for these 2. You've got Musk Extreme and Bergamotto Di Calabria. And I thought, well, I think I've smelt them both in the past, but not really properly. And the notes looked good to me on both of them. And I thought, well, if I don't like them, I can easily resell them and probably make a profit. So here they are. So well, let's start with the lighter one, the Bergamotto Di Calabria. And get that unwrapped. What's your scent of the day, by the way? Put it in the comments below. As I say, I've just sprayed on the Tom Ford Soleil Neige, and then before that I had on Tom Ford Soleil Neige for my swim. Just spray a little bit up around here so you can catch it while you're swimming. So here we are then, open up the box. So it's Nothing special, fairly standard box. I don't care about boxes. I prefer minimal boxes, so that is fine for me. The bottle I think is lovely. Has this sort of embossed, you can kind of like feel it, this white design all over it. Plaque, nice details on the lid, and not magnetic, but I know that people care about this sort of stuff. Snugly fitting. So we're going to spray. My hands are both clean, my arms are clean. So we're going to go Bergamotto Di Calabria on my wrist and the back of my hand. So note listing, spray loads. Note listing wise, there is obviously those citruses, it's bergamot. Off the top of my head, I think there's some vetiver in here, and maybe some sandalwood. And I'm going to list the other notes, but there's a few florals. I think there was jasmine, maybe rose. Can't remember. So I'll put the notes on the screen for you. What am I getting? Yeah, I'm getting a woody citrus, like quite an intense, I think there's pepper in here actually. Yeah, quite an intense woody, peppery, combined with citruses, but the woods and the pepper are stronger, so it actually feels like it could lean a bit masculine at this stage. I did read a couple of reviews. A couple of people said it starts off a bit masculine, then the florals come in and it ends up a bit more feminine. So but for now it is pepper, woods and citrus. And I wouldn't even be able to tell you what citrus. It doesn't, it's not specifically smelling of one particular citrus, and it's not a really strong citrus note really. It's just kind of like blending in, so it doesn't smell really juicy, or it doesn't have that tartness that sometimes citrus fragrance can have. It's just got a little bit of a juicy, fresh citrus accord, but much more on the pepper and the wood side. So it does feel more of a masculine fragrance at this point, but we shall see how it goes. Bergamotto Di Calabria. But love the bottle. And then we've got Musk Extreme. I think I've tried this years and years ago. I maybe had a sample. I don't think I did. I think I had Cocoa Aztec. But I think I might have tried this just in the shop. I think it was in Roulier White in London. So let's get it undone. And so we've got a blingy gold box for this one. I prefer the white one, I think. I believe that they're repackaging, which might be another reason why these were so cheap. I think they are discontinuing some scents and repackaging a lot. So we shall see what they do, but I'm a big fan of Perris Montecarlo. The Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee and the Vanille de Tahiti are amazing. Absolutely love them. So here we have a very blingy gold bottle. And that is very nice. Might be a little OTT for some tastes, but yeah, it's okay. I do prefer the other one though, I'll be honest. This is a bit too blingy maybe. Right, I probably won't spray as much of this because I understand it's quite strong, and obviously musk can be a bit much. So it depends how it goes, what sort of musk we end up with here. So from memory, I will put the notes on the screen, but from memory, I think obviously there's musk. There is carnation, and I only remember because I've just got a whiff of that spicy clove-like carnation note. There is, I think there's some vanilla, there might be some sandalwood, there's musks obviously, I think there's iris, but I think there's violet actually, but I can't really remember. So as I say, notes will be on the screen. Yeah, so this is, it's almost like a cinnamony type note. This is spicy, a little bit spicy, like almost like a ginger biscuit. And I think that might be the carnation. There might be other spices, I don't know. But yeah, it's almost like a uncooked ginger biscuit dough. So it's got this doughiness, which probably is like the musky elements of it. Yeah, it's bready. It's kind of like dough-like or bready. So it's not mega sweet, it's got a little bit of sweetness. I don't know how I feel. I don't dislike it, but it's not quite my usual thing. I think there's some florals in here. I'm sure there's some other florals in here. Maybe some rose. It smells a bit rosy. But mostly I'm getting kind of like this gingery, ginger clove like, but it's not intensely spicy, but it's got a little sharpness to it from those that spicy feel. Spicy yet doughy. So imagine an uncooked lump of bread dough with some flour, so you've got that powdery flour, and then some spices punched into it, some different spices. Yeah, it's nice actually. Is it a keeper? I'm not sure. The Bergamotto Di Calabria does lean a little masculine, in my opinion, only because it's so woody. Very woody, very peppery, almost greenish. Green. Is it green? Maybe a little green. So aromatic. Yeah, it's a bit aromatic. I don't know if there's something like a clary sage or some sort of aromatics, herbs in here, but that's the impression I'm getting. It's an invigorating scent, almost like a man's shower gel, Radox, you know, in a green bottle, Radox shower gel, a little bit like that, but not to the point that it smells like a cheap man's cologne. It doesn't smell like that, but it does have that invigorating sort of shower gel, aromatic green type shower gel smell. So I probably won't keep that based on the top notes, but we shall see. I prefer Musk Extreme. It's a mellow, spicy, fluffy fragrance. Really interesting. So we'll, I'm going to spray a bit more because it's not as overwhelming as I thought it might be. So I'm going to spray a little bit more, and I'm going to see how it goes. So that's it, just a little mini haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances, what do you think of them, and I will see you in another video.